So I believe in go big or go home. And this time I'm going big. Because to my left is the prize that we sent out to wherever in the world the winning driver is. And that's this Star Wars 5-pack featuring R2-D2, Luke Skywalker, Yoda, Darth Vader and an exclusive Stormtrooper. Original in the box. And this is the prize for this competition. As I say, will be sent to the winning driver wherever they are in the world.
Greetings Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Vulcan Raceway for this episode 4 of the Star Wars Shootout. This is the top 8. Today we will see the 4 top point scorers from Group A and the 4 top point scorers from Group B racing against each other again in the hope that we will get some Alliance and some Imperial through to the Grand Final. Today we will put the first 4 vehicles through to that Grand Final. The other 4 vehicles will move on to Episode 6, which is Redemption, which is their last shot at getting the last 2 spaces in the 6-car shootout that is the Grand Final. Who are the drivers today? Well, in Set 1, we've got Luke Knips in the Snowspeeder, Cuboid in the Luke Skywalker car, the V-Man in the Rey car, and Mark Taylor in the Tatooine Vanster, the Sand People car. In Set 2, we've got the Commish, who is looking to be a top pick in the Darth Vader car. We've got Sasquatch in Ballistiks. We've got Kakes in the Stormtrooper. And we've got Erick Z in the First Order Stormtrooper. As far as it goes, top picks for today. My 4 that I reckon will go through will be number 9, the Darth Vader car, Commish. He got 15 points in his group. Cuboid in the number 2 car, the Luke Skywalker car, he got 13. Sasquatch in Ballistiks, he also got 13. And Kakes in the Stormtrooper also got 13. They are the 4 that I think will probably go straight through to the Grand Final. As far as the other go, we'll see how it gets on. We'll give you a quick track overview and then we'll get down to the racing. So you can see some of the old champions over there, or championship cars with the track owner's car. I need to get moved next to my new blue Lotus, which looks sexy as heck. The Vulcans, last time's winner. Track safety teams are there. Things over there. Oh look, there's the track owner next to John at Modelmatic. Coming down to this end of the track, you see Keldon Raven with the Flying Fenman. Everything's set up over there. And here we go. These are the 8 cars that are taking part in the top 8 today. And then we'll be filming tomorrow or maybe later today for the bottom 8. Depends. Right. Thanks go out to our track sponsors. To Keldon Raven at Raven Customs. Over there standing in front of Cuboid's van. To John at Modelmatic, to my brother Phil at Tomley RC, to the team at the BERCC, good luck with the BERCC 2.0 build, and this event, or this particular episode's main sponsor is Cuboid at 4 Cubed Racing, who is racing in the first race, so good luck. Race 1 of Set 1 of Episode 4, Top 8, and on the front of the blue lane is the Snowspeeder of Luke Knips. On the front of the red lane is Cuboid in the Luke Skywalker car. Behind Cuboid is the V-Man in the Rey car. And on the rear, on the blue lane, is Mark Taylor in the Vanster, the Tatooine car, the Sand People car. 3, 2, 1, race. Luke, and he is the only one to finish. Race 2 sees
Mark Taylor in the Vanster on the front of the blue lane with the V-Man in the Ray car behind him. On the red lane we have got the Snowspeeder and the Luke car. Luke Knips in the front in the Snowspeeder and Cuboid in the rear in the Luke car. 3, 2, 1, race. And nobody has got across the line. 3, 2, 1, race. And we're having a similar result. Reset 2, 3, 2, 1, race. Snowspeeder, Luke, Ray and Vanster. Race 3 sees on the blue lane V-Man in the Ray car at the front, Cuboid in the Luke car behind. On the red lane at the front we've got Mark Taylor in the Vanster, and behind that we've got Luke Knips in the Snowspeeder. 3, 2, 1, race. Ray of the Vanster. Race 4 of set 1. In the front on the blue lane is Cuboid in the Luke car. Behind that is the Snowspeeder of Luke Knips. On the red lane we've got the V-Man in the Ray car in the front, and we've got Mark Taylor in the Vanster in the rear. 3, 2, 1, race. And Luke has cut them off part way down. Reset 1, 3, 2, 1, race. Wow. Ray gets across, the Vanster gets across, Luke's on his roof, and the Snowspeeder got stopped by the railings from Ray got 12 points, Luke got 8, the Vanster, the Sand People, Mark Taylor got 6, and the Snowspeeder got 5. So the only one who's really safe, I would suspect, is Ray. 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, 11. They could all get 11 points, we'll see. The only one who's safe, I think, at the minute is the Ray car. We'll see how this goes. At the line, you have got, in the front on the blue lane, you've got the Commish in the Darth Vader car. Behind him, you have got Erick Z in the First Order Stormtrooper. On the red lane, you've got the Ballistiks on the front with Sasquatch at the wheel. And behind that, you've got Kakes in the Stormtrooper. 3, 2, 1, race. Darth Vader, Ballistiks, First Order, then normal Stormtrooper. Race 2 sees the Stormtroopers on the blue lane, the other cars on the red. The First Order of Erick Z's in the front, the normal Stormtrooper of Kakes is in the rear. On the red lane, the Commish in the Darth Vader car, and Sasquatch in Ballistiks behind him. 2, 1, race. Darth Vader in reverse, normal First Order Stormtrooper, Ballistiks, normal Stormtrooper. Race 3 sees the Stormtroopers on the front and the others on the rear. On the blue lane in the front is Kakes, behind that is Sasquatch in Ballistiks. On the red lane in the front is Erick Z in the First Order Stormtrooper with the Darth Vader car of the Commish behind. 3, 2, 1, race. All reset 1, 3, 2, 1, race. And reset 2, 3, 2, 1, race. Erick Z, oh, that was close at the line.
race 4. Stormtroopers on the red lane, other cars on the blue. Front the blue lane is Sasquatch and Ballistiks with the Commish in Darth Vader behind him. On the red lane on the front you've got Kakes in the normal Stormtrooper with the First Order Stormtrooper in the rear. 3, 2, 1, race. Ballistiks, then it was Kakes, then First Order, then Darth Vader. The top 8 was certainly an interesting day's racing, and my top pick, the Commish, has gone through. He scored a total of 14 points today, puts him through to the grand final as the #1 seed. As far as the Alliance is concerned, they have one last hope at the moment, unless you get any more Alliance through Redemption episode 6 through to the grand final. But at the moment there's only one Alliance vehicle in the grand final, and that is Rey. So it will certainly be interesting. It will certainly be interesting. So we've got the Commish, we've got the V-Man, we've got Erick Z in the First Order Stormtrooper. He also got 12 points today. So 14 for Vader, 12 for Rey, 12 for the First Order, and 11 for Sasquatch and Ballistiks. So those 4 are straight through to the grand final. Those that are going on to episode 6 Redemption, in the rear row you have got Cuboid in the Luke vehicle, you've got Kakes in the Stormtrooper, you've got Mark Taylor in the Vanster, and you've got Luke Knips in the Snowspeeder. That's it for today. Next week we'll be back with the bottom 8, which will see our first 4 vehicles eliminated from the competition. I hope you enjoyed today. Don't forget to do the usual things, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you all again next week.